frame here. There we go. Good morning. Thanks for being here. She sprung into action at 8 o'clock. She was ready. I wasn't. So thanks for being patient and waiting for me. So I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat Pumpkin. We're here for a little gratitude with attitude. Oh, here's my tea. Cheers. Okay. Oh, it's been a busy morning, but good. It's been a busy week. It's only what, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, February 3rd. Yeah, I was able to book another speech today, so I'm doing Tai Chi in a little bit, and then I'm driving across the state, and I'm gonna do a presentation. Yeah, so that's exciting. It's a new location. I've got 7 this week, so that's really awesome, and I appreciate the business. So, and being able to present to seniors is, older adults is my passion. I love it. Yes, I know, right? So let's close our eyes. We'll do a little bit of deep breathing and we'll get grounded and ready to face the day. So if you can, close your eyes, sit comfortably in your seat. We are going to take a few deep breaths together. And honestly, a lot of this information is coming from this book by Dr. Joe Dispenza and a lot of other things I teach about if we can regulate our nervous system, if we can take a few moments and calm our breath, coordinate our breath, and then our heart rate falls in line and our brain waves can actually fall in line too. So when we are coherent, we are more powerful. So that's why we do this. It's not just, it's nice, it's relaxing, but it's also powerful. So it's both. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And we're slowing our breath down. See, that was really a fast, normal breath. Now we're gonna go on slowing it down. So inhale and hold it. And exhale, hold it out. And inhale and hold it. And exhale out. We're slowing our breath down, allowing that healing oxygen to go to all of our cells. Inhale. Yeah, that's good. Good job. And exhale. Good job. And you can keep breathing slowly and deeply. I want to say good morning to our moderator, Imran Hossain. Thanks for being on, Imran, and great job on that last video edit. I showed my friend, and we were both blown away by all your B-roll and your sound effects and all the everything you did. It was really awesome. So great job. Hey, Polly, welcome back. Good to see ya. I'm reading from the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it's really wild because I was listening to this fella, and he was, I think, a physicist. Basically, he was coming out with this information, and then his plane crashed in I think it was 77. And but luckily, he had already written 2 books, and his wife was carrying on his message after he passed. But basically, he was talking about how we can regulate our brain waves to get to higher levels of consciousness, which is exactly what Joe Dispenza talks about in this book. So it's all sort of coming together. I don't know if that resonates with you, but I hope it does. So this next portion here is epigenetics suggests that we can signal our genes to rewrite our future. So yeah, how you doing, Polly? It's good to see you back. It's freezing here. Is it cold where you are? Anyway, back to the genes. Our genes, oh my gosh, this is wild. Our genes are as changeable as our brains. The latest research in genetics shows that different genes are activated at different times. They are always in flux and being influenced. They are experience-dependent genes that are activated when there is growth, healing, or learning. And there are behavioral state-dependent genes that are influenced during stress, emotional arousal, or dreaming. That's pretty wild. So different genes can be regulated by different, by different activities. Oh, thanks for the heart. Hey, good morning, Jenny. Nice to see you. Hey, Stefan. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Pumpkin took off. Come on back, Pumpkin. Come on back. We need you. Yeah, so different genes can change with different parts of our when we regulate different parts of our anatomy. One of the most active areas of research today is called epigenetics, literally above genetics. It's the study of how the environment controls gene activity. Epigenetics flies in the face of conventional genetic model, which stated that DNA controls all life and all gene expression, which takes place inside the cell. This old understanding doomed us to a predictable future in which our destiny fell prey to our genetic inheritance, and all cellular life was predetermined, like an automatic ghost in the machine. So this epigenetics gives us more power back. And that's why I really have resonated with Dr. Joe's work, because through his meditations, he's teaching us how to regulate our genes and our proteins. And he's actually had studies come out that prove it. So the other thing I like too is it's empowering, but also he has the science that backs it up. He works very closely with Dr. Hemel Patel from UC San Diego, and they run all of these tests. They actually have a nonprofit that raises the money to fund different testing. They're actually working with Dr. Joe's working with Harvard now and a bunch of different universities to test these theories and test the data, because he gets. I was one of the people. There were 1,400 people at the last meditation retreat I went to. It was a week-long meditation retreat, which sounds boring, but it was awesome because you're going within and you're releasing chemicals that make you feel like phenomenal, like better than drugs or alcohol or anything. It's just your own body is the best. And he says this, your own body is the best pharmacy. So pretty neat. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, you're doing good. Excellent. Oh, it's in the 60s there. Very nice. Yeah, no, it is not that here. Where are you? I want to go there. It's freezing. And we're supposed to get another cold snap. I don't know what the temperature is in Celsius, but I know today when I got in the car to go to the gym, it was 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's negative something Celsius, probably about negative maybe 10 or so, 10 or 12. Yeah, so I'm glad you have good weather. Oh, Northern California. That's awesome. Well, enjoy your weather. And thanks for the hearts. Yeah, so epigenetics changes in DNA expression can be passed on to future generations too. So that's pretty wild. So not only we can change our own physiology, but we can change what our kids inherit. I didn't know that. That's a revelation. But how do they get passed on if the DNA code stays the same? Well, he'll tell you. While a scientific explanation is beyond the scope of this book, we can use an analogy. Let's compare a genetic sequence to a blueprint. Imagine when you start with a blueprint for a house and scan it into your computer. Then using Photoshop, you could alter its appearance on the screen, changing a number of characteristics without changing the blueprint. For example, you could change the expression of variables such as color, size, scale, dimensions, materials, and so on. Thousands of people, representing environmental variables, could produce different images, but they would all be expressions of the same blueprint. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to wrap my head around that one. Oh, hi, Fractal. Oh, she took off. I was gonna get her in the screen, but she left. I'll wrap this up because it's a little heady for the morning. And epigenetics empowers us to think about change more profoundly. The epigenetic paradigm shift gives us free will, and I love this, to activate our own gene activity and modify our genetic destiny. For the sake of example and simplification, when I talk about activating a gene by expressing it in different ways, I will refer to it as turning it on. In reality, genes don't turn on or off. They are activated by chemical signals. Oh, thanks for coming back, Pumpkin. Can you please join us back? No. Okay. I will refer to it as turning it on. In reality, genes don't turn on or off. They're activated by chemical signals, and they express themselves in specific ways by making various proteins. So just as our thoughts and feelings and emotional reactions and behaviors can make us healthier, lifestyle choices with regards to nutrition and stress levels can also send our cells new signals, and they can express new proteins without changing the genetic blueprint. Oh, thanks, Pumpkin. She's back. Okay. So while DNA while the DNA code stays the same, once a cell is activated in a new way by new information, the cell can create thousands of variations on the same gene. So we can signal our genes to rewrite our future. Isn't that cool? Wow. I love that. So we have so much power. Like, this is so empowering. Thank you, Dr. Joe. I feel better about my genes. You know, sometimes our ancestors have questionable genes and you're like, oh no, what's going to happen? But you can change it. So there you go. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And from myself to your, and I'm going to go teach 2 classes today. And I hope you have a fantastic pumpkin. Do you agree with that? No, she said no, Art. And there's fractal too. I hope you guys have a great day. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. And thanks again, Imran. Great job moderating. Okay, bye, everybody. Have a great day. And thanks for tuning in. Good to see you guys. Bye.